Rawteur, if you think late night is dead, you're wrong. And you're right. Hear me out. Yes, late night as we knew it is all but over. Viewership is way down, ad rates are slashed, and in a streaming first world, there's no such thing as late. It's always 6 a.m. somewhere. And then every year online, the same debate pops up. Streamers versus the 9 to 5. And I'm not even stepping into that mess, because that's like comparing doctors to police officers. Both tough, both important, but totally different. But here's what nobody's really asking. If traditional late night is fading, who's filling that void? Think about the old formula. One host you tune in for every night, a desk, live cameras, guests rotating in and out, reactions to whatever just happened in the news or pop culture. Sometimes a stunt, sometimes a sketch, sometimes a live bit out in the wild, which would be IRL. Now look at what's happening on Twitch or YouTube. Kai Cenat pulling off a chaotic 24-hour stream with surprise celebrity guests. That is late night. Just louder, looser, and way less hairspray. I mean, you have Hasan breaking down news in real time. That's a monologue. You know, Asmongold bouncing between game talk and culture rants. That's a panel segment without the panel. We didn't lose late night. It moved. And here's what a lot of people miss. Most people have never stepped foot in a live TV control room. And as you guys know, I produced on a number of shows, and from time to time, I would actually go into the control room and watch the directors create these productions. You know, you would imagine, if you've never seen one, rows of monitors, directors in headsets, calling camera shots, graphic operators, audio engineers, a countdown to commercial break, and you'd be right. Those crews are incredible. But here's the thing. A serious streamer is running a miniature version of that entire control room by themselves. Multiple monitors, scene switching, live overlays, audio routing, watching chat while keeping a guest on topic, while queuing a clip, and while moderating spam. And yet, we call one group broadcast professionals and we call the other just streamers. I mean, it makes no sense. Look, some streamers hit go live with nothing but a webcam and a mic, and sometimes that's all you really need. But then there's the top tier, the ones pushing the limits, building custom sets, scheduling high-profile guests, running skits, doing full-on IRL events, investing in gear that rivals a mid-level studio. I mean, some of these IRL backpacks cost upwards of $30,000. I mean, they're not just pressing record, they're producing. I mean, if NBC put their logo on that same content, that same production, we'd call it a show. But because it's on Twitch, YouTube, or even Kick, people dismiss it. And that's the disconnect. So let's flip it. Streamers borrowed the intimacy and format of late night. But there are lessons that late night could have stolen and possibly could steal right back. Imagine Fallon or Kimmel with a real-time chat interaction. Imagine Colbert polling the audience mid-segment and reacting on the fly. Imagine a late night show that doesn't feel like what it actually is, which is a pre-recorded show that plays at 11:35. And yes, that would mean loosening the reins, fewer ad breaks, more genuine reactions, but it would feel alive again. And it would need to be live. Unfortunately, though, they probably will never do that. I mean, besides the fact that it's already on its deathbed, but, you know, network late night lives and dies by advertisers. Every joke is filtered through standards and practices. You can't linger on a tangent. You've got 5 minutes to hit the next segment. You can't risk a guest going off the rails. You know, there's some PR rep standing just off camera ready to kill the feed. Meanwhile, Kai can go 3 hours deep into absolute chaos and nobody's cutting to commercial. I mean, if you're not subscribed to his channel anyway. Hasan can spend 45 minutes breaking down a headline with no producer whispering for him to wrap it up. You know, streamers don't have to please a boardroom. They just have to please their audience. That freedom is why they're winning. And it's exactly what older audiences don't get. See, boomers and Gen X remember Carson, Letterman, Leno, tight suits, tighter scripts, polished monologues. But even some millennials look at these streams and ask, why would anyone watch some kid yell into a webcam? But what looks chaotic to one generation feels authentic to another. Gen Z doesn't care about time slots. They care that it's happening right now. They care that the person on camera isn't faking a laugh. They're reacting in the moment. They care that chat can shape the conversation on the fly. So that's not a downgrade. That's just a different kind of magic. I mean, think about how late night survived the last decade. It wasn't the live shows. It was the YouTube clips. Carpool karaoke, Jimmy Fallon's lip sync battles, those went viral. And streamers have mastered that same playbook. They create those shareable moments live, then cut them into clips within hours. Either them or, there's clip pages. But I've found that a lot of clip pages take stuff out of context and create these narratives that can sometimes cause confusion. So I'd be careful with the clip pages and, think critically when you watch them. But anyway, a Hasan rant, a speed freak out, a Kai prank, they're engineering water cooler moments for a generation that doesn't have an office water cooler. I mean, most people these days, most younger folks are working remote, unless, their bosses are trying to get them to come back to work. But a lot of people are working remote, or they have, jobs where they can watch a stream on their break on their cell phone. And here's another angle you might not think about: ownership. If you're a network late night host, you don't own that show. NBC does. CBS does. If they fire you, the show goes on without you. But a streamer, they own it. The brand is theirs. The content is theirs. If Twitch, Kick, Rumble, YouTube, any of these platforms ban them tomorrow, they could take that same audience somewhere else. Although it might be a bit of friction getting people to transfer, but I believe most content creators would be able to carry most of their audience onto a new platform. And then, of course, be able to build a new audience on whatever new platform they land on. So they have leverage that late night hosts never had. And that's why this isn't just about entertainment. It's about control. And that's why the old guard should be paying attention. So no, late night didn't die. It stopped wearing a suit. It stopped waiting for 11:30 p.m. It went live, raw, interactive, and millions of a new generation followed. So here's the question for you. I mean, if we built late night from scratch today, would it look anything like the late night shows that are currently on TV right now? Or would it look a lot like Kai Cenat stream at 2 a.m. in his bedroom? Let me know in the comments, because I think we're watching the new late night take shape in real time. And honestly, like it or not, it might already be here. Be sure to like the video and don't miss my Sunday live streams right here.